can certainly understand. Hospitals in the Boston area are now really at the epicenter of attention for all of those who are injured and their families. News 8's Bob Wilson live at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston, where many of the victims were taken late yesterday. Bob?
Yeah, it's an alarming scene as you pull up here to the hospital. I see 1, 2, 3 police cruisers here at the front door. They have 2 police officers standing by with their AR-15 rifles over there. Take a look at the video. You can see them much clearer from the video, as it's difficult to see them from there. Meanwhile, around the corner, more police officers, more police cruisers, and that's what they're talking about here is presence, police presence for protection, just to give people peace of mind, especially people who are going to visit family members who have lost limbs here. We've been talking with the trauma surgeon, we've been talking with the ER doctors, and they say this is the worst they've ever seen in the history of the hospital, and they say it's taken its toll on the trauma teams. How are they holding up emotionally?
Well, they're holding up well, and by history I know that in the acute period they've got single focus. They know exactly what they have to do. And it's in the debrief period, it's in the aftermath of that it finally hits them. You know, you look at a victim and you say, this young man probably was an all-star athlete and he may never be able to run again. And you don't think about that when you're saving his life, but you think about it 2 or 3 days later and it really hits you.
Now, one of the trauma teams consists of 2 surgeons, several nurses, several anesthetists, about 8 to 10 people inside one of those ORs, and inside here they said they had 7 trauma teams working around the clock. Now what happens is they go in and they stabilize the people for the first round of surgeries, then throughout the night they do the second round of surgeries, and right now some people in here are going through their 3rd round of surgeries to try and repair the limbs that have been damaged. And I'm not going to get into because it was extremely graphic in the talking to the doctors, but needless to say they are working very, very hard, and they will have counseling teams available for those surgeons and for that trauma unit once they come out and have time to breathe and take it all in. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live in Boston, News 8.